Dear students, in this video we are discussing about LEGB rule. Before learning LEGB rule, we have to understand the concept of namespace. Namespace in Python means the collection of variable names. So all the variable names we are used in Python programs are stored under the Python namespace. And we learned that if we save a file with .py extension, for example program1.py extension, it is a Python module. So in Python, each module is having a separate namespace and it is having local namespace, global namespace and built-in namespace. For example, we are having a function df add, then c equal to a plus b. The value of a and b is 5 and 6. Print c. Now, as the top level statement, we can write s equal to 10, just a variable. Print s. Under that, we can write the function call statement, that is add. Now we are executing this function. So when we are executing this function, all the variable names we are using inside this program will be comes under the namespace of this module, that is program1.py. So local namespace is a, so the local variables comes under local namespace. The variables comes inside the function will be local variables and it will be under local namespace a, b, c. And outside the function we can see a variable s, that is a global variable, it will comes under global namespace. And if we are using any keywords, it will comes under the built-in namespace. So in this way, Python program will use namespace. So all the variables we are using in the Python program or functions will be stored in the Python namespace in this order: local namespace, global namespace and built-in namespace. Now, in order to resolve the scope of a name, we will use the LEGB rule. In order to access a variable within a program or function, Python follows name resolution rule or LEGB rule, and it is having 4 steps. The first step is if the Python program is executing. Now see this example. We are executing this program code from top level statement, function called add, it will goes here. Now this function is having a local variable, so a equal to 50, so it will comes under the local namespace. Now print a means the Python program first check the local namespace. So inside the local namespace we can see a and that points to 50, so the output will be 50. In the second step, if the variable is not found in the local area, it will move to the global section. So if it is not in the local area, it will move to the enclosing environment. The local namespace is having an enclosing environment, that is the global environment. Now see here, df show, it is having a print function, a equal to 50 and show function. Now we are calling the function show. The control of the program comes here. Now inside the global namespace, we are having a variable named a and that points to the value 50. Now print a. Inside the function we can see print a. So what will happen means the Python interpreter or the compiler will check the local namespace first, whether inside the local namespace a is there. It is not there, so it will move to its enclosing environment. So this is the E in LEGB rule. So inside the local environment or inside the local namespace there is no variable, so it will move to the enclosing environment, that is the global A, and the global A points to 50, so the output will be 50. Now see this example, we are having local value, that is A, and it points to the value 5, and global variable A that points to 50, and this will comes under local namespace and global namespace. Now we are writing A equal to 5. Then print A. We are calling the function, then we are executing this. Print A. Print A means first the compiler will check the local environment. Local environment means here it will goes to the local namespace. So A points to 5. So we'll get the output as 5. Now it is mentioned that global A. Global A means it will go to the global namespace. Print A. Then the output will be 50. So in this way, it will check the enclosing environment. Enclosing environment of local variable is, or the local namespace is the global namespace. Now, third step, it will check the global environment. If the variable is not present inside the local environment, it will check the global environment. And if it is not there, it will move to the built-in environment. So see here, the execution begins from the top level statement. In the global namespace, we can see AA that points to the value 20. Then in the local namespace, we can see the variable S that points to 5. Now we are executing the function show S equal to 5, print A. So the compiler will check A is present in local namespace. A is not there. So it will check the enclosing environment, and in enclosing environment it is the global environment. So this is the GNLEGB rule. It will check. It is there. A means A points to 20. So the output will be 20. This is the way to check the variable that present inside the local environment. Next, step 4. It will check the built-in environment. Now see this program code. We are calling the function shows. Inside the show function, print A. So first the compiler will check the local namespace. No variables are there. So it will check the global namespace. There is no variable. And it will check the built-in namespace. There is no variable like A. So it will show an error, that is the name error, and it will be like this: name, what is the variable name? A, not defined. So in this way we will resolve the variable names that we are using in a Python program. This is done by the Python compiler. This is the work of the Python compiler, and LEGB rule is working in this format. L means checking the local namespace or local environment. E means checking the enclosing environment. G means checking the global environment, and B means checking the building environment. So this is all about the LEGB rule.